2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A look at the Lakers as they got off the team bus after arriving at the arena. You're looking live and down at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California. The setting for our broadcast tonight. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron James is tied for the third most MVP awards all time. He's also tied for the most second-place finishes. Frank Vogel said it's a mistake to go season after season without voting the best player in the league as MVP. LeBron says, I should have more than 4, but I don't cry about it. I bet a lot of the greats feel the same. Kevin?
They probably do, and we certainly know how LeBron feels. David, thank you. And now the Lakers starting group, and they have their big three all out there. Westbrook at the point, with LeBron and Davis at the forward. Howard is out there with MP. And for the Clippers, the guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Morris at 4, with Ibaka at the 5. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. When you know you're on a championship contender, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year?
Some of that depends on the leadership you have in the locker room. Certain guys have an ability to keep everyone engaged and motivated and also loose and light in that locker room. So it does matter.
Tip-off goes to the Lakers. On the wing, MV. Back to Westbrook. James looking around. 6 to shoot. Lakers passing it around. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. They get it back. Here's Davis. And the layup's good off the glass. Davis has got the opening bucket of the night here for the Lakers.
Terrific physicality from Davis on the offensive glass, creating another opportunity and scoring.
And stolen by Howard. To the inside. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by MP.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
It's incredible to me how remarkably in tune LeBron is with the movement of his teammates. The guy is a scorer, he's a creator, he's a force to be reckoned with.
Outside, George, back to Jackson. The 11-footer, and no good, trying to use the glass.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
George against MP. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. Here's Leonard into the lane, and Davis sends it back.
The incredible length of Davis uses it to perfection to come up with the block.
And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Leonard. Will it go? And the layup is up and in.
This is a small forward, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
And Doris, when you think of players that can turn it on for the playoffs, Kawhi Leonard certainly one of them.
I think Kawhi, because of his history as an NBA champion, understands how different the playoffs are. There's a different level of physicality, a different level of pressure, and you have to be able to rise and meet that moment. And boy, Kawhi has.
Here's George. And Davis sends it back. Howard against Ibaka. Pass to George. Off target from three-point range. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Painful to watch, guys. Unable to get into any kind of a rhythm.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
Westbrook kicks to MP. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And this, the second season of Anthony Davis's 5-year, $190 million extension. And he admitted that with his injury history, that long-term security was a consideration.
First quarter of action, just under 3. And a half minutes played, and AD's injury woes rearing their head last season as well, Greg. We saw it, missing a number of games.
Well, a big man with his athleticism, a lot of stress on the legs. LeBron's gotten him on the same nutrition and treatment regimen. Hopefully, that'll help.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
From 12 feet out, and again, no good by the Clippers.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
LeBron James on the wing. MP fires from way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And the Clippers call time here. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Your Clippers Spirit.
And here are the Clippers now, trailing by 13. And the Clippers miss again.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Now, here's MP. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. Connects from three-point range.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
George against MP. Now George. He had 22 points in the win against Indiana. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Howard, the pass to MP. Davis in the corner. James outside. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. 5 on the clock. MP. And MP throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Now, here is George. No points in the game yet for him. Can they get it? And the three ball is good.
But you love how Paul George gets his feet under him first on these catch and shoot. His pre-shot routine is so important.
Westbrook passes to MP. And here is Howard, defended by Ibaka. Kicks it out to MP. LeBron James on the wing. And they get it back on the wing, James. Kicks it out to MP. Back to Davis. Second shot opportunity. Good. Davis has got 6.
And the grace of Davis's game, you know, not many big men are just that fluid in terms of how he moves.
Now here's Jackson coming off a solid outing against Indiana, and it's Leonard missing.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's Westbrook. Kicks it out to MP. Teardrop shot, and the layup by Jackson.
Exceptional vision by Paul George. This guy is tearing up the defense.
Lakers leading by 15. Now, here's MP. 8 points for him. James outside. MP passes to Howard. Over Leonard. Kept alive. Trying to get open is Davis. Here's Howard, and it's sent back by George. And yes, it's good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint.
Davis has gotten everything to drop so far, shooting 4 of 4. George dishes to Ibaka. assist by Jackson. He has 5.
Well, I like to see Paul George be assertive down low. This guy doesn't lack for confidence, and he is an accomplished scorer regardless of where he is on the floor.
Now here's James. He had a big outing in that Trailblazers game as well. Here's Davis, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And really one of the most challenging covers in our game. Davis, hard to guard given how versatile he is.
And the first one drops.
And one thing I'll never forget about Davis is when he lit up the All-Star game in 2017. Racked up 52 points in that game. That smashed the old record by 10.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Ibaka. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Marcus Morris. Mann's checked in for Leonard. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Reggie Jackson. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Clippers trail by 17. Bledsoe outside. Drives to the hoop. He can't get that one.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Anthony Davis. And it's Torrey Craig in for James. It's tipped, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Shot clock at 6. MP kicks to Jordan. The 3 from MP. Rebound by the Clippers.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Bledsoe. 9 points last game out. And the pass to Zubac. George against Craig. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Possession, Los Angeles.
Lakers leading by 17. And here is MP. 8 points for him. And it's blocked. Here's Mann, guarded by Jordan. Pass to Bledsoe. And here's George for 3. Jordan with the rebound.
No doubt he struck. Right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
MP, that's for 2. They get it back.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Here is Bledsoe. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Passes it to Mann.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
George with the ball. 2 points. That one goes. George has got 7 points.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Anthony, the pass to MP. Bledsoe against Anthony. Over Bledsoe. And too long on the shot. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 17-point game. Now George. He has 7. Bledsoe passes to Zubac. Just 5 on the clock. Over Jordan. No good from Zubac. Lakers leading by 17. And here's MP for three. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. The Clippers shooting down around 24%. Obviously, they've struggled. It's Bledsoe on the wing. Defended by none. Lakers shooting 44% overall here in the first quarter. Anthony. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Kennard against MP. Kennard, the pass to Bledsoe. That shot, no good. The Lakers controlling the game. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Jordan. Rebound by the Clippers. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
None against Bledsoe. And there's the pass to Mann. Sinks the three-pointer.
Eric Bledsoe's court vision is probably underrated. What a pretty pass.
No good that time. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their transition game has been in full effect. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Well, leadership definitely in LeBron James's job description. He says it's not always giving pats on the back.
Sometimes it just builds character. It builds even more trust. You're able to get on someone able to get on you, and then, you know, the whistle blown, let's get out and let's execute what needs to be done.
You know, GA, that ability to hold your teammates accountable is important, isn't it?
Not only that, it's a hallmark of winning teams. Those open and honest lines of communication.
Foul against the Lakers.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second.
First team foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Lakers.
I'll tell you one thing. They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the first half.
Well, something else they've done right from the get-go tonight is run. So much of their offense coming on the fast break.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Clippers, they've got Kennard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Hartenstein. Then there's Bledsoe, and it's Man in at the small forward. Bledsoe hits them both.
How about the Kentucky team Eric Bledsoe was a part of? 8 future NBA players, including All-Stars John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins. An incredible group.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Clippers trail by 16. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Davis, of course, is a superstar at both ends of the court. LeBron James says his ability to guard anybody on the floor, 1 through 5, take the challenge to guard on the perimeter and continue to protect the paint. It's hard to score on him. Guys?
He is a lead in every way. So, thank you.
And the decisiveness of MP on display. Have to be aware of his ability to knife his way inside.
Kennard, the pass to Man. There's the lob to the hoop, and Jordan sends it back.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
MP deciding where to go with it. From deep three-point range, the long distance three is buried. MP's got 13.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
To the middle, here's Kennard. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
MP against Kennard. Stolen by Zubac. Down low, here's Man. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
The Clippers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
To the strike.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he makes the first. Rajon Rondo is checked in for Kendrick Nunn. Both good from the line that time.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Here's Jordan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, DeAndre Jordan's a problem because if he gets that close, you know the defense has to commit to him.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
No good on the free throw.
Well, when DeAndre Jordan is engaged, this guy is flat out a difference maker. He understands how to play to his strengths.
Clippers trail by 16. Inside, here's Bledsoe. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done. Luke Kennard entered the league with a long history of success, both in the high school and collegiate levels. And this is a guy who I think still has a high ceiling.
Bledsoe passes to Mann. Shooting foul as the he'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his second personal.
That one's on Anthony. And for Kennard, he was a standout player at a very early age.
Well, you can look no further at the state of Ohio and the scoring records he put up. Kennard outscored LeBron James's high school numbers. He has that kind of game where he can just take over with his shooting.
And he knocks down the first one. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson comes in for Eric Bledsoe. He hits both from the stripe. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Rondo passes to MP. Lets it go from deep. Gets that one through the hole. Make him 7-13 in this game.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Lakers. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Back to MP. There's the 3. That one misses. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Pass to Zubac. He dishes it to Jackson. Back to Zubac. Passes it to Mann. Pocket 6. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's Kennard. Great touch on the 16-footer. Kennard's got his second bucket of the night.
I really like how Marcus Morris plays within the offense. This guy is so solid at recognizing when he should give it up.
Now here's Anthony. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Portland. Pass to Kennard. And he drives in. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
MP, good.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Jackson passes to Zubac. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Lakers leading by 13. Outside Rondo. Back to MP. From deep. The shot, no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Mann passes to Kennard. To the wing on the left. Zubac in the post. Covered by MP. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. And it's Kawhi Leonard in for Terrence Mann. The Lakers also changing it up. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Jordan. Anthony Davis comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's LeBron in for Torrey Craig. Now here's Rondo. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Portland. Just 5 to shoot. Here's LeBron. Here's Howard. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Ibaka. Clippers trail by 13. Kennard kicks to Leonard. The pass to Jackson. Here's Ibaka. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's MP. And the dunk by MP.
It's scary when MP is going off like this. His adrenaline starts flowing. The teammates getting pumped. And then it's like a runaway train.
Clippers have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Jackson finds Leonard. Back to Jackson. Launches it. The rebound by the Lakers. Howard's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
No clue where that pass is going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the Clippers making a switch here. George is checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Russell Westbrook in for Rajon Rondo. Outside Leonard. Back to George. And the Clippers miss again. Lakers leading by 15. Here's LeBron. Trying to get open as Davis. And James with the basket on the assist by MP. MP's got 6 assists in the game. Pass to Ibaka. Dishes to Leonard. Outside Jackson. Passes to Leonard. Over LeBron. And again, no good by the Clippers. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And I credit the shot selection in that one. It's hard to stay patient, but you see the reward.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, MP in the last time out against the Trailblazers got the job done. He picked up 39 points, and his passing was just incredible. He piled up an impressive number of assists. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss. And you'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Thanks for the report, D.A. Great, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
On defense, the Lakers. After Reggie Jackson was able to get the triple, George trying to get open as Ibaka. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on LeBron James.
You got to love the penetration by Paul George. He's really quick on his feet, and the defense cannot handle him right now.
The Clippers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. And Doris, we know that Paul George has always been a solid passer, but his assist numbers have been trending up.
Yeah, he's been willing of late to take on more playmaking responsibilities. The skill set was there. It's just early in his career, they needed him to be the lead scorer. Now you're talking about a guy you've got to game plan against as a scorer and as a passer.
And George drops them both.
And we all know what George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Now, here's Monk. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Davis finds James. Trying to get open is Davis. LeBron with the bucket. James has got 8 points.
Yeah, when LeBron James is fighting his way through contact, he makes it look so easy.
And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. one of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Marcus Morris.
Listen, we know Dwight Howard is on the back nine of his career, but he can still be valuable. This guy is capable of a double-double every night.
Now, here is George. He's got 9. Ibaka dishes to Jackson. And that one is off. Great D that time from Westbrook. On the wing, Monk gets the three-pointer to fall.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Now here's Leonard. He had 16 points in the win against Indiana.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
Now here's Westbrook. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Here's LeBron. Kicks to Howard. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers.
2 minutes remain in the first half.
Loads it up for Davis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
And the Clippers call time here.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
There's 1:47 left in the first half of the game. Pass to LeBron. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And then Monk with the dunk.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Outside Westbrook. Over Jackson. Offensive rebound. Howard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his second.
Well, Dwight Howard can scuffle a little bit at the free throw line, but I'm telling you, he's still drawing the contact and putting the defenders in bad spots.
The Lakers have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. No good on that one.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
That one misses.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
George passes to Jackson. Oh, Leonard in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Incredible wingspan, unbelievable hands. The alley-oop is easy.
To the paint, here's James. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. LeBron's got 8 points in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Clippers have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the
For
line.
your Clippers, Kawhi Leonard for a free throw. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
An extraordinary improvement over the course of his career by Kawhi Leonard. He has now turned himself into one of the game's best, if not the best, two-way player.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Mann comes in for Jackson. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Lakers. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Here's LeBron. 10 points for him. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pops it up for Jordan.
We are talking about perhaps the highest IQ player in history. LeBron knows how to get the ball to his guys in their sweet spots.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. The Lakers on top, running away with this one. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look... Look at MP in this one. He's been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
So for the Lakers right now, and they have their big three all out there. Westbrook at the point with LeBron and Davis at the forward. MP out there with DeAndre Jordan. Outside Leonard. To the middle. Here's Ibaka. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game. MP passes to Davis. MP up top. Outside Westbrook. MP finds James. Trying to get open as Davis. Empty that time from Leonard. The Clippers shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. George with the ball. Picked up by Davis. And the foul called on Anthony Davis.
That's his second personal
That's
foul.
foul number 2 for him. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing. When to rise up and swat that one away.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Leonard kicks to Jackson. Outside, George. No good with the triple.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
And James gets it to go.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. Here's Leonard, following the basket by LeBron James. George with the ball. Now defended by MP.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Paul George with the steal. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Jackson. Plays it up and banks it in. Jackson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
George against MP. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. MP's got 24.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Jackson dishes to Ibaka, and Jordan sends it back.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message.
The Lakers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Right side Westbrook, back to MP. To the inside. Trying to get open is Davis, and it's Jordan. That time on the assist by MP. MP's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. George, no good. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Lets the 3 fly, and another 3 for the Lakers.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
The pass to Leonard. The 15-footer, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. That's now 8 points for Leonard.
Well, we know this about Kawhi Leonard. He can score at all 3 levels, taking advantage of the mid-range game there.
And, Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And, Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. And it also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
MP, that's for 2. Jordan with the bucket.
DeAndre Jordan.
Jordan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Leonard. 8 points for him. Jackson kicks to Leonard. LeBron with the block.
Oh, you watch LeBron, not a prolific shot blocker, but when he wants to get it done, he is emphatic.
And the shot goes in. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
Here's George following the basket by LeBron James. And here we go. MP heading to the hoop.
And have to appreciate the hustle from MP, running a great route in transition and being rewarded for it.
George passes to Jackson. Back to George. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. A different look for the Clippers. Hartenstein's checked in for Ibaka. Mann comes in for Leonard. And it's Kennard in for George. And then for the Lakers, Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Torrey Craig comes in for James. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Russell Westbrook. And here is MP. He has 29. From the arc, Anthony. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Anthony's got 6.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Hartenstein. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Kennard with the ball. Looking to end the run. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. The jump hook, and Anthony gets it to go on the assist by MP. Anthony's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Jackson. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Count it. Good. He's got 9.
Puts it in for 2.
MP against Kennard. Now MP. Pass to Craig. Back to MP. From deep. The Clippers grab the miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Passes it to Nunn. MP outside. For 3. Buries the long-range jumper. MP's got a pair of threes now here in the 3rd for the Lakers. Clippers shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Jackson against Nunn. Here's Hartenstein, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second.
It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Second team foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can
At the
see
line for
that
your
one pretty clearly.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for 2.
Two shots.
First free throw is good. A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Marcus Morris. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And the Lakers also making a switch. Howard's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's MP. He's got 32. From downtown, and another three for the Lakers.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And here's Kennard. Following the three-pointer by MP, it's Bledsoe on the wing. That one doesn't drop. And the Lakers going the other way now. MP outside. There's the triple. The Clippers grab the miss. Here's Mann. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Mann's got 11 points.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
MP kicks to Craig.
Hey, right here.
Kennard against MP. Intercepted. And here's the fast break. Back to Kennard. Bledsoe outside. Back to Kennard. And a miss there on the triple.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Shots good by Anthony.
One thing MP's always had is a great feel for the game. He doesn't need to see a pass like that. He just feels it.
Now, here's Kennard. He's got 6. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 9.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
MP fires from way outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Bledsoe against none. Bledsoe passes to Kennard, and the layup falls.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
MP against Kennard. And here's MP for 3. Good on the triple. MP's got 38 points.
All night. He just won't let up.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And Anthony sends it back.
Melo just reading the play the right way, put in the extra effort to come up with such a nice block.
MP outside. Back to none. 6 to shoot. MP way outside. Off target from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Down low. It's stolen. MP getting it done for the Los Angeles Lakers. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. We come back right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game. become competitive. So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Hartenstein. Giles is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Johnson, and it's Bledsoe in at the point. Craig passes to Ariza. Over Giles. Cranes it from 9 feet away.
A strong finisher around the rim. Ariza with the size to do some damage.
Bledsoe looking it over. Johnson outside. A three-pointer off the mark. With the drive, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
I tell you what, Monk's ability there to finish in traffic shows some toughness, even though he was fouled.
Malik Monk at the foul line for one.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Giles. Here he goes. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Outside for Rondo. The pass to Craig. In the corner, it's Monk. That three off the mark. And for the Clippers, they're shooting 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings. Pass to Johnson. Rondo against Kennard. Inside. 6 on the shot clock.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Pass to Howard. Down low. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
They're still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Bledsoe for three. And he's good on the three ball.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the three. It's really that simple, guys.
Rondo passes to Craig. Here's Monk. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Howard, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Pass to Kennard. Rondo against Bledsoe. Driving the lane, and he makes good on the layup. Bledsoe's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, Eric Bledsoe, one of those guys that is so difficult to contain in the dribble drive situation.
Here's Monk, and then Monk with the jam.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Now here's Bledsoe. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Rondo. On the wing, Monk. Over Johnson. The shot by Monk is no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Clippers. Now the pass to Hartenstein. Bledsoe kicks to Giles. On the wing, Johnson. Over Ariza. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Now, here's Monk. He's guarded by Johnson. And the shot is good.
And one of the more underrated elements of his game. This is a guy that's always in control. Love seeing him finish even with the contact.
Here's Giles. And here's Bledsoe. Rajon Rondo with the rebound. The Clippers grab the miss. Bledsoe outside. Johnson outside. Over Ariza. That one wide left. The Lakers have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. To the middle. Howard, the pass to Monk. Rondo looking over the floor. Howard trying to free himself up. Pass to Monk from past the arc. Sinks the triple.
Malik Monk.
Monk's got 10 points here in the second half.
And Monk's just got a good feel for kind of how to exploit the defense, especially about how quickly he gets his shot off after getting the pass.
Now here's Johnson. Over Ariza. That one rolling around and rims out.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
The feed now to Rondo. Count it. Rondo's got his first 2 points of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
They could use a bucket. No good from Bledsoe.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Craig, good.
Torrey Craig.
Craig's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, you know the unselfishness and professionalism Trevor Ariza gives you. If there's an open man, he'll find him.
Here's Bledsoe. That shot misses. Rondo with some nice D. Takes the 13-footer. Offensive rebound. Howard, good.
Controlling the defensive glass has been a problem here tonight.
They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
Now here's Johnson. Passes it to Hartenstein. Here's Kennard. Pass to Bledsoe. That doesn't go either for Bledsoe.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Craig with it. Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players. Where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin, and I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth.
Now, here's Ariza, following the miss by Eric Bledsoe. And again, Dwight Howard. Howard's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, this has been one of the staples of Dwight Howard's game. Get on the glass on the offensive end and finish it.
Here's Giles. Ariza covering. Giles kicks to Bledsoe. There's the pass to Johnson. Over Monk. Johnson's shot is off.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
Count that one. Monk's got 12 points here in the second half.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Craig against Kennard. Now Bledsoe. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Now here's Rondo. A second chance effort. Howard, good.
After taking some time to find his rhythm, he's been unstoppable since the break.
Bledsoe against Rondo. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Giles. Now here's Johnson. Guarded closely. And it's denied.
Well, this guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
Ariza kicks to Monk. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
And, well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path, and I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't into college, aren't into school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
Now, here's Howard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, because of his frame, Dwight Howard is so problematic for the defense, gets to the foul line.
Dwight Howard, 2 shots.
The first one falls. Okafor is checked in for Hartenstein. The Lakers also changing it up. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Torrey Craig. And MP subbed in for Rajon Rondo. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Bledsoe outside. Kennard. The shot will not fall. So the Lakers will take it the other way.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series. I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was.
For MP.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
Here is Howard after Keon Johnson's bucket. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Howard, that's good.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Giles. Dwight Howard grabs the board, and the Lakers call time here. What do you think, guys?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
It's not completely over, and they know that. But if they carry out their game plan, they should be golden.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, MP.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He got an extra boost from the grief these fans were giving him here tonight. They were riding him hard all night, and he ate it up. Some guys just like being the villain, I guess. Now, here's Monk. The three from MP. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable. Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Kennard for three. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review shows that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long, everyone.
Okay.